Hello, and welcome back to On the Daily. In this episode, I'm going to tell you about my recent brand photo shoot that we did at the end of January and the reason why I wanted to go big for it. I think there's always a moment in business where you just like know your business is going to take off. And this was definitely one of those moments for me. And so I want to share all the behind the scenes secrets. I want to tell you what it was like. I want to tell you what we bought. I want to tell you what we did. I want to tell you all the things. So if you're, in that season of business where you're like, it's time to go bigger, this episode's going to be great for you. I'll see you inside. Hey, friend. Welcome to On the Daily. I'm your host, Danielle McCleary, and I am a quantum business coach. I'm the host of this podcast. I'm a multi-six-figure entrepreneur, co-founder and president of Hype You Media, and CEO of Danielle on the Daily Coaching. What I'm really interested in is helping you live a life and have a business that is a full body yes. So through all of my education and all of my experience, I'm bringing you 2 episodes a week where I will guide you and give you the tools necessary to scale a massive, sustainable, and sexy business using your intuition, wealth energetics, and human design. What we can call it is business biohacking. So if you're down for that, then I say let's frickin' go. I'm so glad you're here. If you have not signed up for From Zero to Launch, which is my business launching course where I give you every single step you need to go from a little idea in your brain all the way to launch day and beyond in your new digital business. We're talking website, we're talking sales page, we're talking automation, email marketing, we're talking pricing, we're talking mindset, we're talking market research, we're talking funnels, we're talking copy, how to write copy, we're talking social media, we're talking platforms, we're talking investments, we're talking business, we're talking licensing, talking all the things. Every single thing you need to start a business in this digital age, I gave you inside of this course. And the best thing is on March 1st, we're going to launch it live, which means you're going to get access to the self-paced course as well as live calls with me. You can ask me questions about it. You can have me audit your sales pages. You can have me review some copy. We can talk about social media. It's really your time to get all your questions answered so that you really kind of have me in your back pocket as you launch this business. So if you want more information, click the link in our show notes. Otherwise, you can come into my Instagram, Danielle_on the daily, and we can have a talk about it. But we start March 1st. And I just think this is your year. I think this is the year that you finally do the thing. And I'm here to help you do the thing. So in the end of January, I had a brand refresh photo shoot, not a full rebrand. I redid my website at the end of 2022. And so I really love my new website. I really love the colors of my brand. Like we've evolved over time, but I am obsessed with my brand. But we needed new photos. And I don't know the rules. I don't know the real rules to this, but I've been told you should do a photo shoot twice a year just so that you have photos to use like kind of every 6 months, like new photos every 6 months. And I'm like, okay, I see the logic in that. But in 2023, beginning of 2023, I was like, my word is expand. But little did I know, in order to expand, I had to contract first. So I felt like 2023, although yes, we did double our income. We did like totally streamline. I worked a lot less. I made a lot more. All the things happened, but personally and mentally and emotionally and spiritually, I contracted a lot. I went within. I did a lot of refining. I learned a lot of lessons. I got things in order. And so I just like wasn't feeling, because it was so mental. There was so many like new systems we were implementing. My brain was like thinking a lot, and like it was a strategy year, like business strategy, CEO, boss move year. So I wasn't really feeling like alive and like, woohoo, let's go take some photos. Like, yes, we had photos every once in a while and like new photos here, new photos there. That's fine. But we didn't have like a photo shoot. And even that, any photo shoot I've done, like we've had photo shoots. I'm very, very grateful and honored and blessed to be married to the perfect Instagram boyfriend, AKA my wife, Breezy J. She is like probably the best Instagram boyfriend to ever exist. It's so funny. Anytime we go on trips, like vacations with friends, everyone's always like, I wish I had an Instagram boyfriend like Breezy J. And so, yes, I am hashtag blessed in that department. And we never have done like a real photo shoot where we like book out a place, where we hire, photography, where we like hire props, where we hire a makeup artist, where we get clear with like a social media manager about like BTS, where we like plan the looks, like where we build a deck. Like we've never done any of that before. And so the fact that I've been able to have such good branding photo, like good brand photos without that is pretty impressive. However, I know that this year I already knew I've met with a psychic. I've met with like a few different psychics actually. Like I've looked at my astrology. Like I know that 2024 is a huge year for me in my personal life, in my relationships, and especially in my business. And so I wanted to honor that and energetically match that by doing a legit photo shoot. So obviously, the title of this episode is I spent more at Nordstrom in a day than I used to make in 2 weeks at SoulCycle. And that is not a joke. That is not an over exaggeration. That is 100% fact. And we found a hotel downtown that had a really awesome room you could rent. It's called the Parlor Room. And there's like cool bar areas, great seating, textiles, great walls. Like it is the coolest place. We are flying in this is the other thing, is I am also very, very blessed to have a best friend who is literally a world-renowned wedding and lifestyle photographer. And she's also my friend. So she knows me really well. And so I'm very blessed to have her in my corner because we flew her in for it. And we hired a makeup artist. And I recently hired social media management. And so my social media manager gave us a shot list. Like we planned out looks. And it was so crazy because I went to Nordstrom because I was like, okay, I need a look for this and I need a look for that. And it was I like had this moment where I was like, we are going so big, and 2024 will be and is currently on track to be my first $1 million cash year, which is crazy to say because I think there's like a time in everyone's life where you're like $1 million, that would be crazy. And to like know that this is the year we do $1 million cash, like that's pretty wild because we came very close last year. And so there were moments where I was like, am I really going to like spend like that, like $1,500 to rent out a room for the day? And I'm like, what would the $1 million version of Danielle do? Like she would do it without even thinking about it. Like, am I really going to spend $700 on a jacket? Yeah, the $1 million version of you like doesn't even care. Like if it's the jacket I want, it's the jacket I buy. And do you have the money for it? Yeah. So like, let's go. But it's just like it was a really weird feeling. And I can tell you with 100% certainty that if you are scaling a business, like do the photo shoot, book the photo shoot, book the makeup artist, book hair, book out, like buy your outfits, get new stuff, rent out a room, hire a photographer, like do the things because there is something that makes you feel so much more elevated. You step into this like new version of yourself. Like I got to plan, and the way that I plan things like this is like, okay, and I hashtag blessed again. Not only is my wife like the most incredible Instagram boyfriend, she's also an event producer. Like she also is a producer. And so she plans all of these things for me, my retreats. She planned this photo shoot. Like she's literally, I think she's a robot. Like I think she's like a witchy robot who I just like happen to get to see naked. Like it's pretty great. It's pretty great. But she planned out this like whole photo shoot. She like made this deck. Like we came up with like a vision board, which I basically was like, this is how my brain works. And like, thank goodness I have the team around me that just like understands. Cause I literally was like, I want this photo shoot to be Wes Anderson meets 70s glam meets disco cowgirl. Okay. And everyone was like, okay. And then kind of just like put this thing together. And it like the vision board was so good. And what we were able to accomplish turned out so good. And just to think like, I literally went to Nordstrom and I spent what I used to make in 2 weeks at Nordstrom for a photo shoot for one outfit. No, two outfits. Well, 1.5 outfits for this photo shoot. I spent more at Nordstrom than I used to make in 2 weeks. And it was just easy. Like it didn't stress me out. I didn't go, oh my God, like I shouldn't have done that. It was literally like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to do that because like, what like we're going to use these photos for and like how it's going to feel is going to make me more money. So we're going to do it. And I'm not talking about spending money you don't have. I'm not talking about being reckless. I'm talking about like investing in your business at the level that you are moving toward. And like $1 million year for Danielle, like, no, she's not stressed about a $700 jacket. She's not stressed about a $1,500 like room rental. She's not stressed about spending $2,000 on clothes. Like she's just not, it's just not something that she thinks about. And so I had to start acting in that way. And, you know, after Danielle makes $1 million cash, then, you know, we'll be spending $10,000 on a photo shoot and it'll be international and like all these things. Like, it's just like your business grows with your mindset. And so like being able to expand myself to be like, this is what we're doing and it's going to come back and it's going to have ROI. Like it was all worth it because there were other moves that I made in my business this year so far, like hiring out new team, like team that having new brand photos and having these like elevated experiences is going to pay off for because it's going to add to visibility. Like all of these things, it's like all strategy, it's all mastermind, it's all planned out and by design. And it's all within the idea that like we are making decisions in business today based on where we are going. We are not making decisions in business today based on where we are at now. We are making decisions based on where we were going. And I've done that every step of the way. And it just is crazy because it's like, while we're planning this photo shoot in January and like while we're getting everything ready, like I'm having like $1,000 payments rolling in like multiple times a day. Like that's just how it works. So all this to be said, book the photo shoot, do the thing, make your business a business. Stop treating it like a hobby. Like you are the CEO of your business. And if you are wanting to scale a business, have the photo shoot, get some professional photos taken, like buy the outfit, elevate your style, start to like think about what the $1 million a year version of you does and start moving in that direction. Cause I promise you, it will always, always come back with high ROI. Okay. I will see you back in the next episode. Bye.